Hello and welcome to a new style of my review show. Essentially, in this version of the reviews, it is basically going to be divided into a few different sections, covering a topic essentially, which can be synopsis, depending on what medium it is, maybe gameplay, visuals, etc, etc. It depends on which game it is and which movie it is and whatever media it is. So today we're going to look at Horizon Zero Dawn. A little bit of a story in the beginning. Horizon Zero Dawn is a new first-party IP from Guerrilla Games and published by Sony Interactive Entertainment. It is the first time Guerrilla Games actually have done an open world RPG, and it has been praised for many reasons, some of them being the vast world and the character of Aloy, and etc, etc. Let's just start this. Synopsis. Horizon Zero Dawn are set 1,000 years into the future, where humans have gone down from being, what you can say, well, they are going down to being tribes again, and because of some things happening before with the old ones, they call them, which are essentially human beings from the mechanical era, or when they essentially have more technology, essentially. The three tribes that you will see in the game for the most part are going to be the Karya, Osram, and the one that you are coming from, Nora. In this world, it is essentially run by mechanical beasts, which can differ from a horse kind of mechanical beast up to a Tyrannosaurus Rex kind of style character or mechanical beast. You play as the Nora Aloy, which had been outcast for being motherless when she was a child, and in the beginning she tries to get into the tribe again by going off, trying to essentially become a brave, and she trains essentially into starting to go on the test into the test or the trial to become a brave, essentially, which essentially is a way to show that you are really powerful or something like that. Sadly, this ceremony gets interrupted, people get killed, and because of that, Aloy gets tasked, to becomes a seeker, or I think it was called, and we're allowed to leave the mother's embrace, I think it's called, which essentially is the Nora nation, and that is essentially how the game begins. I really like the game storyline and synopsis. It is really interesting because of the mechanical beats, essentially, and it gives you more of a reason to actually enjoy the game, because it haven't been done that many times before, or haven't been done at all before. The storyline in itself has some mysteries in it, such as the title is Zero Dawn, which you will get to essentially uncover what Zero Dawn essentially is, and that is essentially the role of this game. Aloy trying to figure out the meaning of Zero Dawn, at the same time figure out why the killing at the brave ceremony actually happened, etc, etc. I really like it. It's really fun and interesting to follow. It is just interesting, that is all I can say. The gameplay in this game essentially is divided into, well, what can you say? How you can use a bow, you can use essentially primitive weapons. Essentially, you can use a bow, which is the main weapon that you can see on the cover. This is the main weapon she actually used. So you also have some grenade launcher, you can essentially call it, or I don't know. You essentially launch away bombs. You also have different kinds of arrows, etc. and etc. It is really interesting to do choose between the weapons and essentially deciding what is best for your prey, essentially. It is also divided into main stories and sub stories, or main story and side stories, which you can essentially, which is essentially the regular open world kinda gameplay. You have the main quest, which essentially is a little bit more linear, a little more interesting, and we have the side missions, which sometimes are really interesting and sometimes it's just tedious, but for the most part the gameplay is you trying to kill machines and at the same time trying to uncover things in the wild. You can kill regular animals, you can kill mechanical animals, and you, depending on the size of this creature, you have to choose which type of weapon you have, etc. The gameplay is really fun, it's really engaging, I really like it, and it's just a new thing. You don't see it that much in games nowadays. It gives you more of a fresh breath of air, essentially, in my opinion. So, yeah. The animation or graphics in this game are phenomenal. Of course, there are some parts that can be a little bit, okay, why does it look like that? But for the most part, it is gorgeous. All the animations when it comes to facial animation, etc., and how the characters moves are excellent in my opinion. And of course, the graphics are amazing as well. I play on the original PlayStation 4 and it looks phenomenal. I haven't played on the Pro, so I don't know how it looks on that, but I can only guess that it looks a little bit better, so yeah. The side characters in this game range from the Nora tribe to the Karya tribe. You don't see that much of the Austrian tribe, but they are there, they play some important parts in the main story, and sometimes they just are side stories. For the most part, you are in the Karya land, which essentially is the sun land, essentially, they pray to the sun, etc. You meet our general, essentially, that you help a lot in covering truth, and essentially a lot of things. I can't remember what I should call it, but you also meet the king, the Sun King, and you meet the Nora tribes, elders, and etc. There are really a lot of characters in this game. I really like all of the side characters. I like the elder, I can't remember what she's called, but I really like her. She's kind of like a grandmother for Aloy, and she's really a great character in my opinion, a warm person. The general from Karya, I really like him as well. He's fun, interesting to follow, and actually have a personality, which a lot of side characters in games sometimes lacks. And you can go on and on. It is also a friend that Aloy gets when she actually saves him when she was a child. He's interesting as well. He's also a friendly character. I can go on and go on. There are a lot of side characters, and I liked the majority of them. Some are maybe not, doesn't get enough development in my opinion, but for the most part I really like the majority of them. And the final topic going to be main character. So let's look at Aloy. Aloy is the face of this game. She's an outcast at, well, at birth essentially, because of she not having a mother essentially, and uncovering the truth about her story and essentially about everything in the game is interesting. I really like her because of her personality. I like her because she's just fun to play. She have really great, what is his name? The person that plays her, I don't know what she is, essentially are killing it when it comes to actually the performance of the lines essentially. I really like Aloy. I think she's a new icon for PlayStation now, and yeah. With all of that said, what is the final verdict for Horizon Zero Dawn? Horizon Zero Dawn have a great storyline. It have great animations and graphics. It get great gameplay, interesting world, great side characters, and an amazing main character. With all of that said, the final verdict for Horizon Zero Dawn are going to be a 10 out of 10. I love this game. It's the first game this generation. I can honestly say I give a 10 out of 10. I love everything about this game. If I just had to nitpick one little part, which I'm not going to draw a point from the 10 out of 10 from, is that you should get a little bit more interesting rewards for requests. Otherwise, it's an amazing game. I really recommend if you have a PS4. So yeah. Hope the next time. That was all for this new review show for this time. Hope the next time. Bye.